Hello Aries, this is Monica with the Lynx Tarot. This is your Mercury retrograde reading, and it's covering approximately the next 6 weeks to accommodate pre-shadow and after shadow. But all of my readings are timeless, okay? My intention is for Mercury retrograde, but whenever you come to these readings, there may be messages for you. All right, Aries, you have new beginnings. Step into the journey without fear. The time is now. Follow your instincts and have faith in new beginnings. The road ahead is filled with excitement and joy. There's nothing to be afraid of. You are protected and led by your spirit guide. So usually with Mercury retrograde, it's recommended to not start anything new, or if you are starting something new, be extra cautious. Go through everything with a fine-tooth comb. If you're signing a contract, know every word, understand everything. Timing could get messed up or meetings missed or something like that. But this could have to do with a new beginning based on something that you started before. Okay, you could have applied for a job and maybe, an employer's coming to you asking you to come in for an interview. So I would just double check, triple check, confirm when your interview is, without being overbearing, of course, that sort of thing. And also don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to do something during Mercury retrograde. Just take the typical precautions. Leave yourself extra time in the morning to leave the house if you have to drive somewhere, go somewhere, travel somewhere, whatever. Also, Aries, there might be someone you hired that pulls out of the deal. So you might have to start back at square one with interviewing people or finding someone to work for you. But if that is the case, then this other person will be a better pick. And look at this. We have relationship harmony and the element of water. Loyal and harmonious relationships or partnerships being manifested. The bond between friends, lovers, and partners will grow and blossom. Nurture the relationships with no judgment and no expectations. So you could be catching up with someone. This could be in love or a good friend or a family member you haven't seen in a long time. If you're making travel plans to visit, again, just double check, confirm, reconfirm. Be very specific, So we're meeting on this date. Thursday, this date and this time, you know what I mean? Like, be very, very clear, just so that messages don't cross. Some things might need to be rescheduled, but that's to be expected. Just roll with it. Whoever you're meant to encounter during this time period, you will. I mean, it'll happen, but if you want it to happen without struggle, just make sure all those bases are covered. I'm also getting for somebody, be aware of the weather. Be aware of the weather patterns. The weather could slow you down, or it might be safer to wait until the weather forecast, is better, even though, the weather is unpredictable too. So, but I'm getting somebody needs to pay attention to the weather when it comes to travel. All right, so that was the Wisdom of Tao. This is the Rider Tarot deck. Let's see what else we have. Let's get them laid out. Then we'll go deeper. Knight of Pentacles, Three of Swords, and the Sun. Very nice. All right, Aries, we have the Hierophant. Yeah, there's that contract thing coming up again, having to do with money. So there might be a slow start with employment. We have the Eight of Swords, and we have the Nine of Swords. Interesting. All right, so let's start here. The Knight of Pentacles being clarified by the Hierophant. So yeah, I think there's a slow start with a new contract. This could also have to do with moving. If say you signed a lease on a new apartment, it might not be ready when they said it would be ready. So there might be something, that needs to be tweaked. You may have to stay at a hotel for a couple of days. If, you gave notice somewhere else, or if someone's moving into your old place and you have to get out of there, you might need to stay temporarily at a hotel or something like that. I'm getting for somebody listening. I'm getting breaking ground too. Someone is involved in a new build. There's something with breaking ground. It's a slow start, but slow and steady is better. all bases will be covered. If it's slow and steady, I feel like there's a contractor that's not going to work out. Maybe they walked off the job, but that would also be a blessing in disguise. Yes, a pain. Yes, annoying. Yes, disrespectful, but it'll be better in the long run if you find a different contractor. So definitely a lot of blessings in disguise here. So if you've been through a heartache or a breakup, or I'm getting surgery too. So this is something you would have already known about or would have already had. This indicates healing, whether it's your heart, a broken heart, or an actual surgery, feeling better. I feel like someone's feeling cooped up, and it's important to realize that you are doing this to yourself to a degree. Maybe you have been wallowing in, I don't want to say self-pity, but in grief longer than necessary. And you're like, well, what next? Like, now that I want to come up for air, what next? And you're afraid to look and see what's out there. But what is out there is the sun and beauty, relationship, harmony, healing for everybody around you, your friends, family, loved ones, pets, and all these worries and regrets and, things that have caused sleep deprivation are going to fall away from you. But it's important during this time period to be prepared, not afraid, but prepared. And there's no need to be lacking sleep, because a lot of these things don't typically happen. These things that we worry about, they don't typically happen, or it's not as bad as we think. Like, do you remember being in school? Many of us, maybe not everybody, but we were nervous about giving a report, the next day or something like that. And then all of a sudden it's over, and it's like, oh, what a relief, and that wasn't so bad. And oh, guess what? I'm tired and hungry now because I didn't sleep and, I didn't eat breakfast or something like that. Now I'm tired and hungry, and that happened really fast, like ripping off a Band-Aid like we get with the Three of Swords. So that's good. That's good news. This is a quick healing. The Hierophant could also represent a marriage. And we also have relationship harmony. So if you have been at odds with a romantic partner or a spouse, there's strong healing energy here during this time period. So things might seem really rough for a while, but things need to come up and out, and you may be pleasantly surprised that you're able to work things out, even if you think you are on the brink of ending things, because we have new beginnings. So a fresh new beginning, but things need to be worked out, and something might trigger this to happen. Maybe things were calmer for a while, and then something triggered a disagreement, and it needed to happen. It needed to be brought up to talk about. The Garden and the Gate. Okay, so this reminds me a lot of the Eight of Swords energy, but a lot prettier. So the girl looks like she wants to go, she's ready to go, but she's a little cautious. And I feel like there's a friend coming to meet her, and when she sees that friend, she lights up and she's not afraid anymore, and a smile, comes to her. She'll be smiling soon. She's waiting and worried, and there's a surprise visit or someone you've anticipating seeing. But I do feel like there's a strong surprise visit here that helps. It helps in your healing. We have the second chakra, the sacral chakra, Archangel Ariel. So if you meditate, the second chakra is a good one to meditate on and add extra energy to that area. That's something to focus on, an area that's in need of healing right now. Okay, so let's go over to what next? Let's go over to the angel cards, angel messages. What else do we have for Aries? For Mercury retrograde. And Aries, if you're not yet subscribed, please hit that button and hit all notifications. That way you won't miss anything. And please hit the like button. I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, Aries, we have metamorphosis. You have to grow from the inside out. Yes, none can teach you, none can make you spiritual. Okay, so this is about focusing on healing internally, and then the external issues also heal, or issues with other people, friends, relationships, and we have gratitude. Be grateful for whoever comes. Yeah, because I felt like somebody was coming here. A friendly face, someone that helps take your worry away. So be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. Okay, so I feel like there's like a beautiful visit or get together with someone that just lights up your face and lights up your smile. All right, Aries, thank you so much for being here. Please like, share, subscribe. Also, my Patreon link is below if you'd like to get on the waiting list, and I will see you again soon.